The most protected people in the world. Vladimir Putin. With over 3,000 bodyguards with armored cars and a dedicated security unit that gathers information on perceived threats, Vladimir Putin, the Russian president, is the most protected person in the world. Vladimir Putin is protected by the Federal Protective Service like other political leaders in Russia, but the president's people seem to be an entirely different bundle altogether. Little is known about the workings of Putin's arm in the Federal Protective Service, and it is so confidential that only assumptions can be made on what they do. There is absolutely no public data on their activities, and there are no publicly accessible reports. Putin has been a controversial figure and a center of media attention since his first acting presidency. Similar to a few previous leaders, it was noticed that he had begun to develop a sort of personality cult around him. Even though there are no huge sculptures of him being out up, in his own power he has become an internet icon, and that has kept him in the public realm. Everyone is aware of the political and financial corruption of his cabinet, and the populist perception of the president is highly divided. This results in endless threats of demonstrations and assassination attempts. And that is why it is necessary for Putin to take care of his security in his own way. Donald Trump. The most protected billionaire in the world and a former USA president, Donald Trump is guarded by around 1,000 bodyguards and has an annual budget of around $120 million for his protection. And have you heard of the Beast? It is the most secured car in the world and is believed to be bomb-proof. That car is used by Donald Trump. As of 2021, the estimated net worth of Donald Trump is $240 crores USD. He is an American real estate businessman and, as mentioned earlier, the former president of the US. The annual budget of Barack Obama was $16 million, but within 10 weeks of being in office, he had increased the budget to $29 million. Then, in 2017, the US Congress passed a federal budget bill that shelled out $120 million for President Trump and his family for a year. As Trump is a businessman as well, during his term, he also visited his estates. So, he used to constantly move between the White House and its extended estates. Also, his family preferred living outside the White House, and therefore, extra security was needed for them. Kim Jong-un. He would have come under the category of the most protected president, but since it is a known fact that his rule is similar to that of a dictator, he is put in the category of the most protected dictator in the world. Kim Jong-un has always been a controversial leader, and the world became fascinated to know about him and his rule. During a visit to Singapore, when people saw his security squad running alongside his armored limousine, they wanted to know more about his security and protection. He is constantly paranoid about his safety and therefore takes utmost care of his protection. He has a personal Secret Service force protecting him from close and confined range, and along with that, he also has his own army of 100,000 people with a command structure that communicates and reports directly to him. This unit is identified as the Supreme Guard Command. And most of the time, you won't be able to tell that his army is surrounding him, as they virtually disappear into the background. This unit is also used as a propaganda tool. He is trying to convey the idea of his importance by showing that he is untouchable, but in reality, he is just trying to protect his regime from inside sabotage. Queen Elizabeth II. The first UK monarch to celebrate a Sapphire Jubilee, Queen Elizabeth II is the most protected sovereign in the world. She completed 65 years of rule in 2017, and if she is alive by 2022, she will be the first UK monarch to celebrate a Platinum Jubilee. The Queen is protected by the Royal Guard. Royal Guard is a name given to the soldiers and troops that you would most likely remember as standing guard at the royal residences. Then there are foot guards that patrol the perimeters of the royal residences. You might recognize them as the guards who wear red tunics and tall bearskin caps. Marines are FA agents, and depending on the task and the royal family's mode of travel, Navy fleets have been mounted to the Queen's Guard, and they have posted at Pocket Bank, Tower of London's Buckingham Palace, Windsor Castle, etc. The budget of the Queen's protection is something that we can't even imagine. She has kept her protection expenditure private. Around 11 years back, in 2010, it was assumed that providing round-the-clock protection for 21 members of the royal family would cost about £100 million.